This is the last week in PlayStation number 6. Welcome back if you tuned in last week, and if this is your first time watching, thank you for clicking on my video. I've actually had a super busy week, so I'm glad I'm managing to stay on track with this week's episode, but a lot of caffeine and willpower has got me writing this script. Genuinely, writing it, I was almost ready to fall asleep. This is the weekly news show where I round up all of the best PlayStation news that happened in the past week and put it all into one easy to watch video so you don't have to go looking for it. This video is for the week beginning the 20th of July. Hard to believe it's almost August already, and we have certainly got some interesting things to go over this week. Before we begin, please give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It only takes a second and it would really help me out. This week, Sony gave another special bonus to PS Plus members as part of the service's 10th anniversary, some interesting Ghost of Tsushima sales figures, and a well-needed feature comes to PSN, and even more. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get into this week's PlayStation news. Our first news story is from GamesRadar.com, and it's just really nice. If you're a PS Plus member, you probably know that July marked the 10th anniversary of the service, and because of that, we got a bonus third free game this month, and even a pretty cool celebratory theme. Well, Sony appears to have had one more trick up their sleeve, as we learn from this article. Sony has given PlayStation Plus subscribers $10 or £10 PlayStation Store credit in honour of the service's 10-year anniversary. The gift arrives along with a message from PlayStation as shown in this tweet from GameRadar Plus's own video editor James Jarvis. PS Plus subscribers started reporting the arrival of the funds early on Friday. It looks like they're being sent out in waves rather than to everyone all at once, so you may have to wait a little while to receive yours. Something like this is such a kind gesture, and I'm sort of surprised a big company like Sony would do something like this, but it's super cool. As of writing this video's script, I still haven't received my free £10 credit, but I already know what I'm putting mine towards. Basically, I've been sitting on the fence about rebuying Kingdom Hearts after selling my copy of the first one years and years ago. I want to properly play through them all and talk about Kingdom Hearts on the channel. I think that would be really cool, and in the July sale, which I'll talk about a little later, Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package is down to £27, which is a super good price already, but I don't like spending that much on a digital game. With my £10 credit, all the Kingdom Hearts games will only cost me £17 instead of £90, and that is a deal I couldn't get to pass. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you're going to spend your free £10 or $10 on. Next up, we've got news from T3.com, and I mean, the headline may be exaggerating a little bit. It's PS5 tweet confirms bad news about PlayStation 5 gamers didn't want to hear. And this is what it says. The big promise of next generation consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X, has always been beautiful graphics and performance. The latter being the power you can feel, in the words of Xbox Director of Program Management. But high-end PC owners who have to choose between triple-digit frame rates and fancy effects like ray tracing always knew this was a bit of a tall order, and it looks like it will come to pass if information about a prominent PS5 launch title is anything to go by. In a tweet promoting its upcoming Spider-Man Miles Morales title, developer Insomniac Games seemed to let the cat out of the bag with the following tweet. I'll throw the tweet up on the screen here. The words optional 4K 60 FPS performance mode pretty clearly revealed that you're going to have to make a choice: graphical fidelity or a high frame rate. We can only speculate what the default state will be. The most logical idea that I can think of is the game running at 4K 30 FPS with fancy graphics, and for the performance mode it turns some things down, still runs at 4K, but might have a slightly dynamic resolution to consistently hit that 60 frames. I don't understand why people are annoyed over this. They're getting all upset because it should be able to run everything at 4K 60 FPS. You are getting the option with this game. I'll be playing in graphics mode. If you boot a game up in 30 FPS, then that's what your brain is going to expect from the very start. So I mean, I'm okay with it. I play God of War in 4K 30 FPS so it can look nicer. I suppose it all comes down to personal preference, but I don't get why people are so outraged over this one. Our next bit of news is really positive, and it's exciting to hear because I think Sucker Punch is an amazing studio. It's from Eurogamer.com, and it talks about the recent PS4 exclusives' seriously impressive sales figures. This is what it says. Samurai Adventure Ghost of Tsushima has become Sony's fastest selling original IP this console generation. More than 2.4 million copies of the game have been sold over its first 3 days worldwide, PlayStation announced via Twitter. Sony said the game was now PlayStation 4's fastest selling first party original IP debut, which is a bit of a mouthful. In essence, it means Tsushima sold more at launch than other new PlayStation properties such as Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone and Dreams. That claim won't cover established PlayStation franchises such as The Last of Us, God of War, Uncharted or Infamous. Look, Ghost of Tsushima deserves to get all the support it can get. I said before, I love Sucker Punch Productions. Infamous Second Son is my favourite PS4 exclusive, and unfortunately I've been so busy with work and making videos in my time off and lots of other stuff going on, I've still only got to play about half an hour of Ghosts, and I can already tell it's gonna be an amazing game just from the introduction you play through. I'm also not surprised at these figures. The game being the last big PS4 exclusive got the spotlight shone on it a good bit, and that's really good. Unfortunately, some amazing games like Days Gone flew under the radar a little bit last year, but I'm happy for the talented team over at Sucker Punch Productions. Our second last news story comes from pushsquare.com. I kinda touched on it earlier when I brought up the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package and the free £10 $10 PSN credit. Is that there is an amazing summer sale on right now on the PS Store, and Push Square did a brilliant job at highlighting some of the best deals available. Here's what they said. As teased by Sony on Monday night, the PlayStation Store's summer sale has arrived. It brings with it a long list of great deals on PlayStation 4 games that replace the July savings discount which started a few weeks back. The new sale lasts through until 20th of August 2020, so it's certainly a lengthy one that could be added to as the weeks go by, which is kinda likely. As always, let's take a look at what we've got. Perhaps the most surprising inclusion in the summer sale is Disintegration. Released just over a month ago, you can already pick up a digital copy for just £23.99 or $29.99. Yakuza spin-off Judgment, which I actually want to play, is the definition of a bargain at £9.99 and $23.99. Resonance of Fate 4K/HD edition goes on sale for £17.39 and $20.99, and the gold edition of Hitman 2 comes in at £15.99 or $19.99. Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition can be yours for £15.74 and $15, and the recent Trials of Mana has been discounted to £36 or $40. Elsewhere, Saints Row the Third Remastered comes down in price to $26.24 and $30, and Resident Evil 3 can be copped for £29 or $36. Look, that only scratches the surface. I said earlier the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package for £27 instead of $90. Then I checked whenever I was writing this script. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is down to £10.39. Death Stranding for only £23.26. There's some absolute steals here, and I'd highly recommend you check out the sale, especially considering PS Plus numbers seem to be getting that £10 or $10 store credit. I think I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Our last bit of news isn't too long, and it's from comicbook.com. It's a security feature that apparently lots of people wanted from Sony. This is how the article reads. Sony Interactive Entertainment has added a long overdue feature to the PS4 console. More specifically, Sony has revealed that the PlayStation 4 and PS Now allow two-step verification via authenticator apps. The feature isn't live yet, but will be implemented into an upcoming PS4 update. Two-step verification has been available for a while, but it's only available via SMS. In other words, there's no two-step verification for authenticator apps, which is something PS4 users have been asking for since the option was first implemented. I'd recommend turning on two-step verification on everything and anything that supports it. We live in this digital age where not everything is as secure as you'd hope or even think. So I mean, security is important. I personally don't mind SMS verification because my phone is linked to my desktop, so any text notification code pops up on my monitor. I guess for some people who don't have a phone, they use an iPad or an iPod Touch. An app could be handy for them, so I mean, yeah, why not? My least favorite form of it is email. The Epic Games Store always logs me out, and I have to sit there for 5 minutes for their really slow email to come through. Finally, I'm just going to quickly remind everybody that your free PS Plus games for the month of July are NBA 2K20, the latest installment in 2K's basketball video game series, Rise of the Tomb Raider, a really solid action-adventure Uncharted-esque game that you need to check out, and finally the bonus game Erica, a very unique live action game where you make decisions that alter the story. It's cool and different, so you may as well check it out considering it's a free game this month. We got an extra strong lineup of games this month for the service's 10th birthday, so remember to add them to your library before you are out of time. I expected to have August's games ready to tell you in this week's The Last Week in PlayStation, but sadly no. We'll definitely know them next week, and you have until the 4th of August to add these 3 games to your library. Alright, that's it for the 6th installment of The Last Week in PlayStation. As always, I had a lot of fun putting together some news articles regarding the world of PlayStation into an easy to watch video for you to enjoy every single Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider hitting the like button as it helps my video get recommended to other people just like you, and consider subscribing, it would really help me out. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited to pick up something up in the incredible summer savings, or if you're impressed at Ghost of Tsushima's great sales numbers. If you want to stay up to date with the channel, you can find me over on Twitter at AnthonyJGaming. I'm very active over there, so why don't you say hi? On the PlayStation Network, I'm AnthonyJGaming as well. Finally, follow me over on Instagram where I'm AnthonyJoseph Gaming. Thank you again so much for watching The Last Week in PlayStation. Bye.